Good morning, y'all. I decided today to go ahead, take the HOODWINKs out and try to get in the marsh system to see if I can't pull off an inshore slam today. I feel like I can definitely get on some redfish and flounder. The trout might be a little bit tough because we're just kind of in the wrong area for them, but should be a good day of fishing. But yeah, let's just get out here and see what we find. All right, we're starting to ease into our first location. We're just gonna get on this grass and we're gonna fish kind of tight to the grass, and we're gonna go all the way around and just try to fish it as thorough as possible. The lure I'm gonna start off throwing is the Haymaker HOODWINK, which is just a pearl white with chartreuse tail. I do got a 1/8 ounce jig head on there. That is our screwball jig head. Both of those can be found in our website, southernsaltbaitcompany.com. Also got it linked down below in the description. Got him. Yeah. No, I don't. Well, our first hookup is on something solid, not a fish. Oh, he's on. He's got it. Got him. First fish. Tiny redfish. Oh man, he picked it up. I can just barely see that line moving. This will probably be one of the smaller ones we catch today, but we are on the board with the Haymaker HOODWINK. And beautiful little redfish. Go ahead and get that guy reset right there and toss it back out. Just continuing to work down this grass line right here, just kind of giving the lure like a little two-pop. And I will say there's a ton of bait that I'm seeing moving in and out the grass. Got a lot of movement today, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. You know, it's a good thing because I know that there are some predator fish in here tight where all this bait's at, but could be a bad thing because if there's a lot of natural bait, it could be difficult to get them to eat an artificial. We're just gonna keep on working down and see how it goes. Dude, I ain't got a... He's on. Got him. All right, well, that's the flounder. Come here. I was just about to say. Well, we got the redfish and we got the flounder. It's not a giant flounder, but this is a legal one. If I can get that old hook out of there. There we go. Yeah, probably barely legal. We are gonna let this guy go. Bye-bye. Looking for bigger ones. All right, well, we are on the board now, y'all. Got us a small redfish and a small flounder. Definitely need to upgrade those in size. See if we can't catch some big ones today. Got him. Come here. Oh! That felt like a decent fish right there. I think that was a redfish. He nailed it 100 miles an hour. I mean, just got it. Got him! Got him! Woo-hoo-hoo! That's a good one. Right, just tossed it right in that little pocket right there. Yeah, come here. What a beautiful fish. I knew it was a matter of time before we found us a good old redfish out of this grass. All right, chill. There he is in the net. Such a beautiful fish right here. And although we're not keeping today because we are going out of town first thing in the morning, this right here would be the absolute best size to keep, right around that 22, 23 inch range. Appreciate the bite. We're easing back on line right here, and we did kind of change directions. We were heading up the bank, way up that way, and just didn't have a whole lot of water movement. There was a lot of bait in the area, but I just felt like I should have got way more bites. So we moved more towards where like the wind is blowing out of the creek right here, and we definitely got a lot more water movement. I'm not seeing as much bait, but like I said, it could be a good thing. Easing up on like a little creek mouth right here. There's a lot of like cross current that's happening right out in the middle, so I really think there's going to be a fish staged up around that area. We're going to work that really good. Got him. Come here. Uh-oh. Don't get me around that grass. Be a flounder. Dude, that's a flounder. It's a stud. It's crazy because it's like definitely feeling like it's a redfish. Yeah. Well, redfish 3, flounder 1. Come here. Everybody just calm down. Ooh. Man, the colors on this one are so vibrant. Whew. Let's see if I can get you the boat without breaking the line. Try not to put the old net on you, buddy. Oh, come here. Come here. Another perfect eating size redfish right there. Well, that is 3 redfish and 1 flounder on the Hoodwink today. If y'all are not throwing it, you definitely got to have it in your box. They absolutely work really well at catching these guys right here. Not only these guys, but also trout and flounder as well. We're just not really in a trout habitat. They're more out on the sand flats right now, and we still got a shot at maybe catching a couple of trout, but this is definitely an area that's holding a ton of redfish and flounder. All right, buddy, we'll see you. Bye-bye. All right, let's see if there's another fish hanging out in there. I mean, he was right on the edge right there, so much so that it was kind of tough. I was afraid because I was on this side of the creek mouth, and I didn't want him kind of running along and getting me pinned around that grass. Got him. There's another one. Is that the trout? No, maybe redfish. I thought you were going to complete my slam, buddy. You get up in these marsh creeks like this, and these redfish just take on a really beautiful copper color. A whole lot different than the ones you're catching out on the beach right now sitting on sand. The redfish that sit on sand are a lot lighter in color, almost more of a gray whitish than they are red. Going up right now on another really good area. As you see, we got these bushes that are laid over in the water. Areas like that just attract a ton of bait fish, but I can also see on this bank where it's just cut, which tells me that the water is a little bit deeper in this area. I can also see a lot of crab holes and stuff in that bank. So we're kind of on the end of our falling tide right here, but this is definitely a spot that I'm going to come back to during a high tide, because high tide, those fish are going to be nudged up all the way up into that bank right there. There he is. Got him. Oh, is that the trout? Is that the trout? Well, slam complete, y'all. Oh, the trout's not legal. I don't know if that counts, but we came out here with one goal, and that is to catch a slam. And to be honest, I didn't know that we would get us a speckled trout, but there he is. How incredible is that? And what's crazy enough is I really wasn't hardly working that lure. I was kind of just shaking it under that branch, seeing if there was a redfish hanging out in there. And I just felt that subtle grab, and there he was. Gotta love it when a plan comes together. We got some more good current coming out right here. Another junction, a lot of current. Probably gonna find another redfish right up in this area right here. So just like before, we see good current moving through. We're gonna make sure we pick this area apart, casting at all the angles, because I know that there's some fish sitting down in here. Got him. Come here. That's a flounder. That's a good flounder. Come on. Come here. Yep. I knew we'd find us some flounder. Go here. Yeah. Woo! Man. Y'all, we are on some beautiful fish today. Man, this guy's so dark and pretty. Oh, man. Nothing beats the thump of a flounder, especially a good mid-sized flounder like this one right here. Gotta love it when you know you gotta pull the net out for them. We're gonna get a quick measurement just to see what we're looking at here. Yeah, old 17-incher right there. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Appreciate the bite, buddy. Bye-bye. We're on them, y'all. Trout 1, flounder 2. I think we've got 4 or 5 redfish. Kind of lost count on them. Down here and see if we can get another one hanging out off this bank. Oftentimes, if you can find a flounder staged up in an area like this with all this current, they're typically not by themselves. So we're coming to another section of this creek where I really expect to catch a fish. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I get it wrong, but there are definitely hot spots and cool spots, right? So you can see this big bend that we got coming up, and I can see the current getting pushed into the outside and sweeping around right here. So I know that this side of the creek has a good cut, and I can look at this side of the creek and it slopes down, right? So especially with it being hot the way it is right here, current is so important. We're middle of August right now, and that current is going to give those fish more oxygen, right? When they're sitting in that still stagnant water, there's just not a whole lot of oxygen right there. They're going to want to be in this air conditioning area, right, with a little bit more water movement, a little bit deeper area, and it's funneling the bait across it. So definitely want to throw on the cut side of the creeks versus the shallow side right there. And I'm not going to say you can't catch fish on that side, but if I have to pick between am I going to throw to the left or the right here, I'm going to get snagged on the bottom. But dang, I thought that was a fish. But yeah, I'm gonna pick the cut side every single time. All right, y'all, well, we are off the water now. Had a really good morning. Caught several redfish, a couple flounder, and that small trout. We were only on the water for about 3 or 4 hours, so definitely a good day. We are over here at Hammerhead Kayaks. I'm about to walk in there and show y'all something that they got going on right now. But before I do that, I do want to ask y'all a question. So I've been going really heavy lately on offshore content, and I really haven't been in my kayak a whole lot this summer. But I want to hear from y'all. Do y'all want to see more offshore content or more inshore content? Y'all just leave a comment down below, either inshore or offshore. Let me know what y'all want to see. So Hammerhead Kayaks right here is building a brand new location in Theodore. It is going to be open here in the next couple of months, and through that they got to move some product, make room for new inventory, and get rid of some of the older stuff that they got, kind of make it easier on them as they make their move. With that, they got in-store discounts on all of their kayaks right here. This is a really good one right here. So this whale shark, which typically retails for like $1,700, this is sold for $9.99. So $1,000 you're going to get this whale shark pedal drive kayak. It's a massive kayak. I do have reviews on YouTube of that kayak, but got this new canoe right here that's also being sold for $9.99. 20% off all of their HOODWINK products right here. You got wheels, you got cooler bags, which I've had a couple of questions on the channel what I keep my fish in, and that's it right there. Really good deal on all this stuff. Like I said, 20% off all this stuff right here. They do also carry chubby rods. Y'all have seen us use the chubby rods on the channel. Absolutely love them. They're the only rods that I am currently using, and they retail for $130. Super light, super sensitive, awesome rods. Cannot say enough good things about chubby rods. And then you also got more accessories, lures, stuff like this on their back wall. Oh, and they got this HOODWINK cart. It's kind of tucked away in the corner, but that is also to be sold. They got some other stuff, but yeah, they're moving. And if y'all want a good deal on stuff to rig out your kayaks, get yourself on the water, they got everything you would need right here, and you're going to be getting them for a better price than you would find them anywhere else. So yeah, if you're in the Theodore area, be sure to check out Hammerhead Kayaks. I will link all that stuff down below. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I certainly enjoyed bringing it to y'all, getting back out there on the kayak, catching some redfish, pulling in some flounder, getting ultimately the inshore slam. Awesome morning on the water. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all did, leave me a like, comment with any questions, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see y'all in the next one.